So, the Bronny James experiment. Like, we all kind of know that it's been just a bad look for the Lakers. We all know that. Like, you've got the likes of Diana Taurasi memeing about it. You've got so many people talking about the situation. It doesn't look like they want him to play basketball. He wasn't good enough for the NBA. He wasn't even good enough for the G League. You've even now got some of his biggest defenders in the media being like, well, we can't even defend him anymore. And if you guys agree with all of that, subscribe. We are trying to hit 5.7k by the end of the day. Actually, this video is coming out tomorrow, so we might have already hit that. If we have, that's insane. We're trying to hit 6k by the end of the month. There's no chance we've hit 6k by the time this video comes out. Either way, though, this sums up why the Lakers have done what they've done and how, realistically, they probably made their $8 million back on Bronny James. Bronny James surprisingly leads Lakers in expected jersey sales this season by a significant amount. Bronny James is ahead of the pack when it comes to jersey sales. And by the way, LeBron James plays for the Lakers. Let's not forget, LeBron plays for the Lakers. How high he is in jersey sales always. This is from Sports Illustrated from Ricardo Klein. LA Lakers rookie guard Bronny James is one of the more popular and polarizing figures in basketball today. Bronny, the son of Lakers superstar LeBron James, has panned out a name for himself. A 20-year-old may not be playing a lot his rookie season. That doesn't mean he's not the most famous name in basketball today. Very true. As you guys can see by the views on this channel when I mention Bronny and when I don't mention Bronny. Surprisingly enough, even without the Bronny videos, this channel is still doing pretty well. Like 3 to 5k realistically per video with the amount I upload is actually genuinely enough to make pretty decent money. However, obviously, with Bronny James himself, things do change. A new study by NBA experts from Fadeaway World predicted every team's most sold jersey for the season. In a recent study, is the thing here? This says ranking every team's number 3 option. 5 NBA stars who haven't played this season. Okay, I'm trying to find the article. Obviously, I can't, but predicted in a recent study, Bronny jersey is the most popular search jersey. His jersey received an average 36,000 searches per month in the US. Behind Bronny is father LeBron, who's going to 22nd season. LeBron was subject to an average of 21,000 per month. The following two names, following the two James men, geez, I'm struggling to read. Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis, and Dalton Connect. Bronny's been the most talked about second-round draft pick of all time. He's been one of the most talked about rookies of all time. I'm not joking, but it's not been for good reasons. Doesn't mean he isn't subject to criticism. I will say there's a difference. I don't think Bronny himself should be subject to criticism. Should be subject to that much criticism because Bronny James is playing as Bronny James should be. Bronny James was never an NBA player. That's the reality of the situation, is that Bronny James, he's not an NBA player right now. He was not an NBA player when he was drafted, and he's never going to be an NBA player. Like, you still have Stephen A. Smith saying, I think Bronny James will be, like, his work ethic super hard. Based on what? Like, based on what are we basing him working super hard at? Like, it's very rare. It is very, very rare that we've seen an improve. For Bronny to be an NBA player, it's the equivalent of, I'm trying to think of just a bang average rookie is averaging like 3 or 4 points a game. Let's just say Matas Buzelis. The gap between Bronny and being an NBA level player, I'm not joking when I say this, is as big as the gap between Matas Buzelis and Kevin Durant. Like, if Matas Buzelis improves as much as Bronny James does, if Bronny James just becomes even a bang average NBA player, Matas Buzelis, if he makes that improvement, is Kevin Durant. If Alex Sarr makes that improvement, he's the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. Like, he's so far off. Many top analysts in the world have talked about Bronny, whether it's good or bad. Most have had had their opinion on a young man. This is only the beginning of the rookie guard. Comes to territory and last name James. Like, his time in the NBA is what we expect to be a ton of screen smoke. That's what we expect when he plays as a rookie. The hope is that he develops his game in the G League. The reality is he's not. They don't want him to play in the G League. We know that. He's averaging 0.7 points per game. Bronny has the potential to be a promising talent in the NBA. He already has name flourish. He just needs to work on his game. Oh my God, that's the worst. That is actually the worst line I've ever seen. He has the name to flourish, but his game's just not good enough. I'm sorry, you can't make it in the NBA based on name. This is not WWE, where no matter how bad you are, if you have the last name, I don't know, if you have the last name Hogan, you'd be given a chance. No matter, to be fair, I was about to say Charlotte Flair was really freaking good. But, like, I'm just trying to think. There's so much nepotism. There's so many. Heck, Eric Bischoff got his kid in because his last name was Bischoff. He was in the TNA for a while. He was awful. Absolutely awful. Like, I'm sorry. This is not like, again, WWE, we are gonna keep in just because of name alone. No, you've literally got to be an NBA level player to be an NBA. They literally just admitted in this line, yeah, he's not good enough to be in the NBA, but you know, his last name is James. I'm sorry, like, can Mike James pretend to be LeBron James' kid or something? Can Mike James pretend? Because then we could have like an NBA level James. But there's a lot of NBA level James, let's be real, over the years. Heck, even Jerome James was an NBA level player. As bad of a contract he had, he was an NBA level player. But we're now looking at Bronny James. The Lakers got exactly what they wanted from him. As in, he is a player who is going to draw a crowd. It was a big deal when he played his first couple of games. It was a big deal when he played his first G League game. No matter how bad he sucked, it was still a big deal. And it's a big deal that he's going to sell a bunch of jerseys. A bunch of people who already own LeBron James jerseys are going to be buying Bronny James jerseys. And it'll be a cool one. But I'm sorry, those James Jr. jerseys are going to be sitting in bargain bins, just like Lonzo Ball jerseys where I remember after Lonzo's rookie season, I got a Lonzo Ball jersey for $40, like the $100 ones. Got it for $40 just because the Lakers printed so many of them and didn't sell enough. Bronny might actually outsell Lonzo Ball because just the James Jr. And to be fair to Bronny, he seems like a nice kid. He seems like a good kid. Is he a super high level basketball player? No. But he's there to sell jerseys. He's there to sit on the bench. As we've said, he's there to be the team's mascot. And this just sums it up. Like, as much as he's just not playing basketball and they don't seem to want him to play basketball as much as possible, he's done a really, really good job, you know, as the team's mascot, which is his actual role. That seems to be the actual role of Bronny James for the Los Angeles Lakers. And yeah, so that would be that's pretty much it. As expected, Bronny James is relevant to the Lakers, just obviously not on the court. Heck, he's not even good enough for the G League, so he's not going to be like an NBA level talent, let's be real. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.